Happy Easter, JB. Just wanted to ask you first off, what, if anything, do you change with your offensive approach, and how hard is it to change or mold your offense with the card you've been dealt with? I know you've spoken to that a little bit earlier this year.
Well, our identity has to stay the same. Our ball movement, we got to do it even more so with our ball movement right now. We'll try with our pace. Our pace has got to continue to tick up at times to create some easy offense for us. We've lost three significant playmakers. And we're going to have other guys step up to create offense for us. Obviously, that comes in the form of Devontae and Terry. Zeller's going to have to do more of that. Miles Bridges, PJ Washington. There's going to be a number of guys that are going to have to step up here and do it collectively. It's not going to be one guy taking the load here on playmaking for Gordon, Malik, and Melo. We're just going to have to do it collectively. So this is not a situation I'm going to walk the ball up and, try to just call set after set. We're going to be who we are. We're just going to have to do it, with different guys and a little bit of different spacing and different lineups, So this group's done it before. It's not like this group has not played together before. This is the group we finished the season with last year. They've shown that they're capable of getting good quality shots offensively, of playing with pace. And I expect the same thing to continue here moving forward.
Thank you.
Rick?
JB, who are you starting today?
I'm going to start Terry, Miles, PJ, and Biz.
You talked Friday, even before Gordon's injury, about how you know that the next couple of weeks you're probably going to have to do a little bit of in-game improvisation from game to game. In particular, now with Gordon out, how do you ration Miles' minutes between the way you need to use him at both forward spots?
I think every night I'll just figure it out. He'll be at the three, and the 4. Some nights more 3, some nights more 4, depending if we go small. I expect to go, small with PJ at 5 and Miles at 4. That's going to be a good look for us. Every night the rotation is going to look different. I don't think anyone can expect me to, over the next week to 2 weeks, figure out a set rotation. There's going to be a different rotation, a different puzzle every single night. And that's my job. I'll figure it out on the fly. But I've got enough bodies here to get it done. We've done it in the past. It's going to be the twins off the bench. It'll be Jaylen off the bench. It'll be Cody Zeller off the bench, Brad Wademaker off the bench. Those are the 10. How the rotation looks, every single night is going to look different. And Miles will play the 3 to start. He'll probably move to the 4 quickly. From there, it's just going to be about figuring out the puzzle. So, I love the challenge. This is the beauty of this challenge. But I've seen this group before. This is the group we've had in the past. I'm very comfortable with this group. We just added Brad Wanamaker to the mix. Other than that, this is very similar to what we had to finish the season last year.
Brad just said, since you brought him up, that the thing that he loved about Brad Wanamaker, he said he's a pro's pro. He says he's incredibly solid. He goes, it doesn't surprise me at all that he's picking up what Charlotte needs to do right away. It's obvious from the number of minutes you played him in Indiana that you feel, there's some sort of level of comfort with him now. How much of that would you attribute to him being a veteran who has a chance to pick things up faster?
Yeah, I felt it the first day we got him. He's comfortable in this league. He understands the sets. He understands the rhythm of our team. He knows what we're trying to do offensively. He's battle tested. So I feel very comfortable with him in the lineup. He allows us to switch as well. He gives us a big body defensively. He's solid offensively. As you saw in the last game in Indiana, can make big plays for himself, for others. So, I trust him. I think it allows me to keep Tay off the ball some, keep Terry off the ball some, allow him to be the primary handler at times in the offense. So we can keep some rhythm there for him as well. So, I love his professionalism. I feel very comfortable with him out there. Just steadies the ship right now.
Thanks.
Rod?
Hey, JB, you have to maybe, check with your coaching staff a little bit more during the games to ensure that you aren't running like Devontae and Terry, those guys into the ground too much. Like, how do you, check and balance to make sure you get a little bit, strategic out there with your substitution stuff like that out there on the floor?
Yeah, this can be a situation where I'm running guys into the ground. We got to be very careful and still got a number of games to get through. So we'll manage them. We're not going to, overrun them. And my staff does a great job with that. Dutch does a great job of keeping me informed on our substitution pattern. And he has an idea of what I'm thinking, going into each game. From there, he alerts me at certain numbers and times that we need to make substitutions. So we have a good rhythm. I think a lot of this is going to be on the fly, though. It's going to be juggling right here based on, if I go with a Martin twin, a Jaylen here, or a Brad. But we have guys there that are capable of doing it. But I don't want to overrun Tay and Terry and Miles and PJ into the ground here. We got a good ways to go here. So got to keep guys fresh. Right now we got to keep guys fresh. So we got to be on the substitution pattern for sure.
Danny?
JB, Danny Thompson with 3-point conversion. Happy Easter to you, your family, and also the team as well. You mentioned next man up, and you said now Jaylen's in the rotation. How important is it for Jaylen not only to establish himself tonight, but to establish himself with confidence for you going forward? Yeah, when Jaylen's, the minutes he's been given this year, he's responded, even going back to last year. As I said to this group before, Jaylen being out of the rotation was not necessarily a Jaylen thing. We just added, an all-star to the mix, and, we had to move Miles around, and the twins are still in the mix. So I'm very comfortable and confident that Jaylen can get this done, that he can help us. He gives us great versatility, length, rebounding, defense, his ability to catch and shoot the ball from three, to drive a closeout. Those are things that we need right now. And, again, as I look back on the end of last season, Jaylen was a big part of that. We were very long and versatile and defensive. He allowed us to do that, which is switchability and his versatility. I think he's only gotten better from last year to this year. We just haven't seen the reps, that I had hoped for. So he's ready to establish himself. He's ready for this moment. He's prepared. This is what opportunity brings you. So, here we are. I trust him. I believe in him.
Richard?
Coach Borrego, Richard Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. As we speak today, you're in fourth place of an incredibly tight Eastern Conference race. It's got to be exciting to think about the possibility of getting home court advantage in the first round, but hold and serve for this next 4 weeks is going to be a challenge. Do you look at it as, I want to be in this position within 4 weeks, or is it such a game-by-game situation you can't even worry about that now?
Yeah, I can't worry about that right now. We got to take it one game at a time. The focus is here today on Boston. Obviously, a lot of changes. I can feel it. This is going to have a different feel today with our team and our group. Obviously, we're going to miss Gordon. We've missed Melo, and we've missed Monk, But it is a next man up mentality, and it's really about one game at a time. Not looking forward, not looking behind. It's really about the moment right now. That's all we'll focus on. And I think if we do that, we do our job, we're going to be okay, down the stretch. So I just see this as a wonderful opportunity for our organization, for our group. As I've said, we're not going anywhere. That's the statement we're here to make, is that we're here to stay. We have the guys that are capable of getting this done. There's no excuses. There's no complaining here. We move forward. Next man up. That's our job. We're prepared for this. We've been developing for this. This goes back to last season. All that work, all that time together. Our year was cut short last year. That group gets a chance to rekindle what we had to close the season last year, and let's fight on. That's the challenge here.
We'll close it out with Richie.
Hey, JB. I've got a specific question about Terry Rozier and his mid-range game. Everyone knows about those catch and shoot numbers that he has from behind the arc. But have you seen improvements in his mid-range play compared to last season? And if so, how does that help your team, especially now that Gordon's out?
We're going to need him to make those mid-range. Gordon's had those a number of times. And, obviously a number of teams are running him off the three-point line. And he's added that mid-range game. I think Terry's had that, in the past. He's just much more decisive right now about taking it. I don't want him overthinking right now and being sort of in that indecisive mid-range area where maybe over dribbling in that mid-range. I want him coming off looking for a shot if he has it. If there's a big there, Richie, I expect him to drive it and kick it and make plays for others. And I just think he's really grown in his playmaking, and it's really built out of being more decisive. If teams take away the three, he can operate in the mid-range for shot or pocket pass or skip pass, and he's done a much better job this year of that. So we're going to need it. Obviously, we're going to miss Gordon's mid-range. Terry's going to have to make some of those. Devontae's going to have to make some of those. The Twins are going to have to make some of those. Obviously, we want to get to the rim, but the rim's not always our best friend, as you know. So we got to do it in some other ways. The mid-range is one of those areas we're going to have to squeeze some extra points out every single game.